Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be starting our corn silage harvest. So we're going to go ahead, turn that on, get our GPS set up. And we're going to go ahead and start the harvest. So we are also utilizing auto drive today. So I can work in the harvester and I can have a cart operator, so we'll have two carts running. So they both look like this, and then they'll be taking them to the silo, where we'll be making corn silage for our cow feed. So this is going to be part one of several parts to our harvest series. We have about 8 to 10 fields to do, I believe, of corn. They'll all be being silage, except one field will be being used for dry corn, so we can make some profit. So there's our second driver right there. He looks a little stuck. Might have to help him out. I think we'll go ahead and help him out quick. Go ahead and get into demolish mode. Help them out. And we'll get back to harvesting. Wait for him to catch back up. And we'll get back to harvesting. So this field is not a super big one. I think it's about 10 acres. So we are at the end of the row. We'll switch on our rows here. I don't think our call for our other driver has set yet. So we're gonna get back now. We made it to the end of the row. Go ahead, continue going on to our next row. About 80% of the way full now. So we're only doing one headland on this field, and then we'll be doing that on most of the fields, I think. We get here, and then we'll get back to harvesting. And he's driving right through our field. Don't know why he's doing that. Get to back to harvesting. See if the driver catches back up. So you can only use auto drive if you're on PC. It's a great mod though. One of my favorite mods from 22. Get Get on to the first in row here. Hopefully that other driver is almost unloaded. Otherwise, we're going to be waiting. This one's about full. We might have to get a third driver at some point. And I know in the last video we had a tractor breakdown. If you guys watched that. If you didn't, I'll leave a link up in the corner here. But basically it broke, the battery died, and then couldn't get it into neutral or anything, so it was very fun to take back to the farm. Still waiting to get some parts for that tractor. And number 2 is full. So we are now going to be waiting for the next one to come back. So we will see you guys. Alright, so we are just waiting for our other tractor to show up now. You can see him in the distance over there. Working on coming over here. See if he can figure it out. The other one should be unloading anytime. And hopefully be back the time this one's done. Because otherwise, we're gonna be waiting again. So I think what we might do is buy a third one, so we can have 3 running at a time. It'll make life easier, hopefully. But for this episode, we're just gonna have 2, and then by the next episode, we will buy a third one and get going with 3. Then our forage harvester is just the base game John Deere forest harvester. It's a very nice one. We're gonna go ahead and skip a row here. Skipping rows is easier. So now our driver behind us is going to be impatient. Usually when they're behind you, they like to try and go and get on beside you if there's room, but there's never room when you're skipping rows. So there's our other driver. I'm not sure what he's doing. Looks like he's going to turn around over there. So like I said, going to be for our cow feed. This will be our silage. We might have to buy a third vehicle right now. Might have to buy a third wagon right now. Just because the 2 of them can't really keep up with each other. So I think we're Think we'll have to buy a third wagon here. I think we have a tractor that can pull it though. We're gonna skip another row here. Wait for him to get back over here. There we go, and we'll get back to work. Not sure what he's doing. Auto drive will figure it out eventually. This is our hired hand helping us. This is Benjamin. I'm not sure where he's going. Go see what he's doing. Apparently, he's full. I did not think he was full yet, so I guess we're gonna be waiting. So while we're waiting, let's go ahead and buy a third wagon here. So we'll just buy 18-foot. Take the lid off. We'll have to go pick that up at the shop. See what we have in the used sale. Might be able to buy that. I think we'll go ahead and buy the matching tractor, which is a John Deere 7R. We'll try and find a used. We'll just go ahead and buy one of the used tractors. I think we'll go for the 8R that's in here. Put a front weight on it. Put some duals on. Front fenders, beacon lights. Gotta have the GPS on it. See what hitch we got on it. We'll go the quick hitch. And we'll go ahead and buy that. So we'll go ahead and pick that up. And we will see you guys after that. Wait for our tractor to get over here. We're gonna drive right through the fruit as usual. So we also sold milk this morning for about $67,000. So in one other episode, we are going to be taking some buffalo milk to the dairy because we're going to buy the dairy so we can make some buffalo cheese and mozzarella and bottled milk for profit. Give you guys a little bit of a different view. row, which I believe is, this is all one row. It looks like. So we're gonna have a little bit left. Let Benjamin, this is Liam, excuse me, let Liam figure out how to follow us here. So here he comes. We're gonna go, he's gonna go right through the fruit as usual. And we might have a crash here. See if these guys can figure it out. They'll figure it out. They always do. Alright, looks like we might have to go ahead and help these guys out quick. Just move this tractor out of the way. There we go. Alright, we'll get back into the harvester. And we'll get back to... Now one of them is gonna probably come over here. Here comes Liam. And Benjamin's right behind him. So we have James coming to help too. He's in our 8R that we just bought. So he should be here momentarily. So we're gonna need to make some money within the next couple months. Otherwise we're gonna be struggling. I'm not sure which one's coming. Looks like Jim is here. So we'll go back and do this row now. Wait and see if Jim figures it out. Here he comes. So these three guys will be helping us throughout all of our harvests. We have a couple soybean harvests we'll do that they'll help us out on. These guys also helped us out when we were doing some baling in the last episode. They were pretty helpful. I think they're better cart operators than they are doing like the merging together and the mowing and the tedding. Wait for him to get in back behind us. There we go. He's trying to cut us off here. Alright, so we'll get on this row now. Wait for him to catch up. Looks like he's gonna come around on that side. There we go. And we are back to harvesting. There's our third driver. If you guys want to see a tutorial on auto drive, I would be willing to do that. So you guys will have to just let me know if you guys want to see something like that. So we got one row left after this one. And then we'll do the next field on the next. Try and do 2 fields in the next episode. So that one's Liam. And the driver back there is Ben. Just a little bit left of this row, and then we're on to our next row. Last and final row of this field. Let's go ahead and get onto this row. Here comes our other driver. That's Ben. Waiting for our next driver. Here comes Jim. Apparently he's leaving. So Liam will finish us out here. And then after we finish this row, we'll wrap up this episode. Then on the next one, we'll be doing another field. I think that one's a bigger field. think that's one of our bigger fields we have. So I think 2 of our fields will be used for dry corn for profit, and then the rest of them are silage this year. Alright, so we are just about wrapped up this field. Back up a little bit, get this little bit that we missed. Alright, so that's gonna wrap up this video.